What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Tuesday. Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt, and this podcast is being brought to you by our friends at DraftKings. New players for the Pick 6. Play $5, get $50 instantly in Pick 6 credits with the code JUICE at sign up. Okay, good night last night, although it could have been a great night. I don't know how 8 trips to the red zone and we go under. How did we go under in that game? Landed 47. We played over 49.5. Bummer there. But Cooper Rush, over 1.5 touchdowns at plus 148. That made up for it. Little plus 7.4, almost 1 unit, 1 there. CeeDee Lamb gets us a half a unit as he goes over his yardage, and Indiana covers in their game. They win by 15 points at home. Indiana covers for us to get that 1 unit. So 3-1 night, 1.24 units up on the day. So that's a good start to the week. Winning Monday, winning Tuesday as we head towards a Wednesday. I have got 3 basketball plays, 1 in the NBA and 2 in college basketball to give you guys. And there's the potential that there might be a player prop or 2 that I like, but I don't know. There could be. If there is, I'll put it on the BettingPros app under at Sports Talk Matt. But right now, not really planning on it. The card's pretty small for the NBA tonight. But if there is something to jump onto, I will jump onto it if I am able to do so. This podcast is being brought to you by our friends at Omaha Steaks. It's the holiday season, guys. Nothing delivers comfort and joy quite like the unrivaled quality and taste of Omaha Steaks. It's the guaranteed perfection in every single bite, and right now you can save on unforgettable gifts with 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com, plus score an extra $30 off with the promo code JUICE. With 5 generations of expertise, they consistently deliver the world's best steak experience, and the gifting experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy to deliver the perfect gift with thoughtfully curated gift packages featuring gourmet favorites. From legendary steaks to mouth-watering desserts and more, save 50% off site-wide for a limited time at omahasteaks.com. Plus, Juice listeners get an extra $30 off with the promo code JUICE. That's 50% off omahasteaks.com and an extra $30 off with the promo code JUICE. Minimum purchase may apply. Okay. Let's start in the NBA here. Orlando, the Magic are on the road at the Bucks. This is one of those where you're like, okay. It's a Emirates Cup, NBA Cup game, okay? So the number opening up as high as it did is a little bit weird because Orlando has been pretty good against the number. The Magic have won 8 of 10, but so have the Bucks. But against the number, that's where this thing gets a little bit squirrely for me. The Milwaukee Bucks are 9-13-1 ATS on the year. Orlando is 15-11, and they're 11-7 against the Eastern Conference. Milwaukee is 8-11-1 ATS against the Eastern Conference. At home, Milwaukee is 4-7-1 ATS. Now, Orlando is 6-10. Not a gigantic difference there, but there is a difference when it comes just the way at home Milwaukee has played. Against Atlanta, at home, they were laying 4.5. They lost by 15. Against Washington, they were laying 14.5. They won by 10. Against Charlotte, they laid 8. And they won by 6. They haven't covered in their last 3 home games. Now, on the road against Philadelphia, back-to-back games, no cover. Against New York on the road, no cover. Against Brooklyn on the road, they covered twice. The Magic did. On the 1st of December and the 29th of November. Yes, this game is an NBA Cup game. So it's a winner advance situation here. It's a tournament game. That makes me want to take the dog even more on this. I know Milwaukee's going to be somewhat healthy, and I know Milwaukee feels like they have underachieved this year. And maybe you could say without Paulo, the Magic have played above their heads here. But 7.5? 7.5? It's a big number. Look, I like the Bucks a lot coming in. I'm on their over for their win total. That's going to be a bad bet. I'm taking the points. Give me the dog here. Road dog Magic, plus 7.5. Defensively, still just a tremendous basketball team in the NBA. We've been betting a lot of these games involving the Magic just because defensively how good they've been. They are still the number one team in the NBA, allowing just 103.3 points per game. They are 7th in defensive effective field goal percentage. They're 7th in opposing 2-point percentage. They're 19th in 3-point percentage. But I mean, this is still a very good defensive team. Number 2 in allowing opposing assists per game. Number 4 in opposing points in the paint. Number 6 in fast break points given up. Number 3 in total rebounds given up by their opponent. Give me the dog. Give me Orlando. Plus 7.5. Magic. Plus 7.5 for 1.1 units. To college we go. And let's take a look at Providence against DePaul. This game falls into a category in which last year we betted a lot. Teams that went on a true road game and lost to then turn around and play at home against a conference opponent, taking the home team. This number is 1. KenPom has this as a 1-point win for DePaul at home in Chicago with Chris Holtman's team coming off of a loss against Texas Tech. Now, they haven't played an unbelievable schedule, okay? They played one top team, and that was Texas Tech, 25th on KenPom, and they lost by 14. Everybody else for DePaul has been outside the top 200 on KenPom. That's not great. But for Providence, they haven't really been killing people. They lost to Oklahoma. They lost to Davidson. They lost to Indiana. They beat BYU, and they lost in their last game against Rhode Island, and there was a whole dust-up after that game. This continues another 2-game road trip here. They have a neutral site game coming up on Saturday against St. Bonaventure, but I haven't been impressed with Providence. And I think even though DePaul hasn't been great in the Big East, again, this short number coming home off of a loss, I think, and people are betting Providence, I think we got a shot here to take DePaul. The reason why? Now, again, it's early in the year, but DePaul is 4th in effective field goal percentage offensively in college basketball. They're 17th in 3-point percentage. They are 12th in 2-point percentage. Now, Providence defensively is good, but they're not great. They're 67th in 3-point defense. They're 33rd in 2-point percentage. They're 28th defensively in effective field goal percentage. So it is strength on strength here. But Providence's offense is not good. They're 111th in adjusted efficiency on offense, 130th in effective field goal percentage, 138th in 3-point percentage, and 139th in 2-point percentage. Now, Providence has gone on the road. Last time out against Rhode Island, that was their first real true road game, and they lost it. In-state rival, but still a game that they lost. Now they've lost 4 of 5. They lost 4 of 5, and now we're going to make it 5 out of 6. I'll take DePaul. Lay the 1 point. DePaul -1 for 1.1 units. Lastly, Arkansas versus Michigan. Jimmy V Classic in New York. It's the late game. Early game is Tennessee. In a game they're favored by 16 points. They should run away with that game. But Arkansas, Michigan, different story. Michigan -4. Arkansas is 2-7 ATS on the year. They are 0-3 ATS away from home this year. Michigan 6-3. We faded Michigan against Wisconsin, and it burned us. They were 3-point dogs, and they won by 3 outright. Then they came home against Iowa, laying 9.5, and they won by 2. This is a neutral, but Arkansas has not been good. Last time out at home against UTSA, they were laying 19.5. They won by 15. Against Miami, they laid 4. They won by 3. On a neutral against Illinois, 4-point dogs, lost by 13. At home against Arkansas Little Rock, laid 21, won by 12. Just haven't been good against the number. 3 straight games, and only 1 cover in the last 6 games for Arkansas, where Michigan's playing a higher caliber of opponent in Iowa, Wisconsin, Xavier, Va-Tech, TCU. I'll lay the 4 points here. I thought about betting money line, but it's really expensive. It's -190. Neutral site game. This is a 4-point win. According to KenPom, it's a 4-point win. And I just think Michigan's got a chance here with their defense. They are 11th in adjusted efficiency defensively. They're 8th in effective field goal percentage defensively. They're 8th in 2-point defense. They're 46th in 3-point defense. They're good enough. They're not great hitting free throws, but they're good enough on offense. They're 259th on free throws. That's not good, but they're 9th on 2-point percentage. They're 101st in 3-point percentage. Really good on offensive rebounds. 22nd in effective field goal percentage and 43rd in efficiency on offense for Michigan. But Arkansas's defense is pretty good. Michigan will have to win this game on defense. I don't mind an under bet on this. That's not a horrible way if you don't want to lay the 4 points and you want to take an under play. Both these teams are 6-3 to the under so far on the year. Last game against Iowa went over, but that snapped a 4-game streak to the under for Michigan. So I don't hate an under play with that, but at 146, that's really low. On a neutral site, it's a little bit of a tough one to lay to say, all right, I'm going to take the under. I'll just take Michigan -4 for 1.1 units. All right, 3 bets for us here in basketball going. Orlando +7.5 in the NBA Cup on the road at Milwaukee. DePaul at home against Providence, laying 1. And Michigan on a neutral in New York up against Arkansas, laying 4 for us. If there are any NBA prop bets that I like, I'll put it on the BettingPros app at Sports Talk Matt. As of right now, though, there's nothing. Maybe tomorrow there might be a better opportunity, but if there is something, I'll put it on the app before the games tip off. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt. Every morning, it's the Daily Juice Podcast, presented by DraftKings.